Yo, what's up? What's up? Wow, so many people in one. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me clearly? It's been a while, very long time since we do live, right? What's up, Jack? What's up, Michael? What's up, Wee Chang? Hello, Stargazer. Yeah, Jaya, very long already. Yeah, I realized I've been attending a lot of people's live, but why not just do my own, right? Hello, everyone. Hello. Anyway, there's nothing going on. And there's no big announcement or whatsoever. I just want to chat with you guys. See you guys got any questions that I can answer. Yeah. No agenda, like usual. To me, it's no agenda. My agenda is you guys, right? So, is there any questions that you guys want to ask me, or how do you guys think? What do you guys think about the market right now? Is it good? Is it bad? Oh yeah, I got this, man. This is Jason Tatum one. Ipoh, Lee Sin Lun, Ipoh. I want to check out the Stallions. I think Stallions is completed, right? I want to check out Stallions. I want to check out the one next to Sunway Medical Center. I want to check out the one with the hot spring one. Then there's a landed latest phase. Yeah, I want to check out that. Luna Sepute. Luna Sepute, I have not heard of it yet, but I'm going to check out one Sepute soon. Okay, I'm going to check out one Sepute soon. Jaylen Brown, no man, no. Jason Tatum. Okay, for those who don't understand, right, that's NBA reference. Okay. Jack Lim asks, TT Wangsa with MRT3. You know my take with all the government thing lah. So I like the recent LRT3. So we have spoken about LRT3 for the longest time already, right? Finally, it's completed. Right, so then MRT technically it was I don't know whether it can do or not kind of thing, but also completed. HSR not yet. RTS coming soon. Penang one also jalan already. So I am positive about MRT3. Hopefully it takes place. But if it does take place, right, wow, my rental rates is going to go up very high because I've been buying around MRT3 already. But don't know. And you know, Malaysia can take out a few stations, then later put back one. So to me, until the piling is in, until the thing is cast in stone, if not, it's going to be a risk. Yeah. So you just price in that risk of whether is it like how much you think the rental is going to be, how much is your installment, then you roughly gauge from there. Or you want to go for something that already can make money. Okay, so my strategy is I'm buying something that already can make money. The positive cash flow from the rental cover installment is very high already. But if the MRT really jalan, as far cap 3.0, I haven't received any invitation yet. Everybody keeps thinking that I'm very busy, which I am lah. I am very busy lah. That's why. Okay, seriously, I thought nobody would come into this live. Seriously, I thought. I thought I'm going to try out the buttons. Hey, why? Well, thank you very much for everybody for coming in, right? It's very good to see you guys. Yo, how? Hey, I saw your video doing very well in your career, very, very good. Any viewpoints on Mallory area? Hey, yeah, well, I think the one that you shared with me, you finally signed the papers. I think it's a good deal. I'm trying to get myself in also. Yeah, I'm trying to get myself in. I just went to Pita Residence. Wow, that one, Pita Residence, superb buy, man. But that one not for investment, technically, right? So I walked from Pita Residence to Maharja. Then I walked over to Samir Velocity's city site. And I can see it's still not really that developed, which is crazy, right? Like we see from afar, wow, Summit Velocity is so crowded, so high density, right? But if you look from Maharja side, you look from Pita Residence side, which the video is going to come out soon, not really. Still got a lot of canvas, a lot. Ilik, how do you think or what do you think about Titi Wangsa? That one orang atas area lah. But then you gotta ask me like a specific project, or is it the project that I just reviewed twice? So the one that I went twice is Alaya. Alaya, architecturally awesome. I'm a huge fan of the original developer, but because due to land issues, as it's situated next to the highway, right? The Duke Highway extension kind of messed up their land planning. They put their project into into a standstill for a while because they were debating about an entrance into Titi Wangsa via that direction. So because of that stop, right, suddenly cash flow stop, construction stop. That's why then you land up with that time was COVID ma. So when I went there, it was very exciting. Booking was very, very good. Then suddenly tak jadi, right? Then suddenly, luckily now there's a new developer that participated in, which is awesome. They retain everything originally, and they got in the original development team in as well, which is awesome. So I am very happy for the existing buyers as well, because for those who hold the deposit, hold the booking, hold the purchase for all this while, finally see things completing. Titi Wangsa memang cantik lah. Luna Seputeh is the new face of Tria. Oh, that side of Seputeh. Oh, I haven't seen yet, but I went to Tria before. Tria is awesome. Okay, the breaking point to me is what they do with the riverbank. Yeah, that's my break or take lah. Because architecturally, Tria is amazing, but I think they overpriced themselves during the first phase. Wow. So many people text with it. For those who just joined, hi. I'm going to answer question by question. You guys got a question, you guys just type lah. M Nova. I went, where do I go? I went Kiara Bay last Friday. I went to Residency Ava. So I saw M Nova. So any thoughts on it? As usual of Massing, they do not overprice themselves, yet providing superb value. The only debate is always their density. That's all. The only debate is that why can you build so much and destroy the peace and quiet of the original site? Yeah, that's always the feedback that they get as a team. But if you look into the M series so far, I've just covered M Aurora as well. I just covered M Aria, the video coming out soon. Then M Nova should be the same, if not better, because they have followed the same formula since the inception of M series. And for those who don't know what is M series, right? So I kind of divided Massing into several phases. Okay, there was this phase where it was very architectural incline. the prices was very, very high. That as that time in the market, everyone was going luxurious. But then when M series came about, is this concept of affordable luxury, where they found out the formula to make selling price lower, yet not compromising on facilities. That's why if you look into all the facilities of the M series, right, the gym is amazingly big. Their equipments are always by what's the gym name called? What's the brand name called already? Used by Babel Fit one. Oh, Techno Gym, right? It's all furnished by Techno Gym. All the rooms are furnished, yet within the complex, if you go around, you won't feel very congested. You won't feel very open. Everybody can see you, kind of thing, right? So they found that formula. So M Nova should not be a problem. I'm excited to go check it out, lah. Okay, I'm very excited to go check it out. Do I have any plan to go Kuching? Yeah. Yes.
I want milk.
Hey. I'm on. Everybody is here. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay. Tell mommy I'm on live. Yeah, you guys see him for the first time. Huh? Yeah. Okay, I was distracted. Sorry. Got any plans to come Kuching? Yes, I want to go Kuching. Okay. Hi Sean, what do you think of Puchong Putri, the piece of land that is currently developing by IOI? Cube did very well. Cube, that one sold out already.
What?
Okay, you want to join here, then you can be quiet. Okay. So Cube finished sold out already. So I think commercial lot is going to do very, very well. Hey, don't press. Hey, don't press. Go. Okay, good night. Go.
I want milk.
Yeah, you go. Mommy make for you, okay?
I want milk.
So the piece of land is going to do very, very well. And I just checked out IOI Mall, Puchong one. Their expansion is amazing. Like. So you think about it, right? That this one I didn't really have a theory yet, but if you think about commercial activities, which developer has very good records of commercial? IOI. And they took over a lot of malls lately, even with the brand new mall like Bukit Jalil Mall, Pavilion Group opened a new one. It took a lot of tenants away from IOI Puchong, but then they still perform. You see, they took that opportunity, renovated, expanded, fixed the flooding issue of Jalan Puchong, right? The LDP. And now they are back in business. Awesome. Not many developers can do that. Two real residents should go and review. I can help bring you in. June, Bill, right? You can DM me on Instagram. Please DM me on Instagram so I will see how my team will reach out to you. Okay. Hi Sean, you're a fan. Would you still recommend entering Bukit Jalil? It depends on price though, because I got in when it was 700-ish per square feet. And I think my plot of land is the best. It's right in front of the park, right next to the golf course, in front of the mall, connected by 3 highways, 3 MRT station. But if you come in late, then you're going to pay 900 to 1,000 per square feet. If you were to still come in, thank you very much. You helped me make money. That's my take on Bukit Jalil. So, like, is it for own stay or is it for investment? For investment is you. How I like to think about it is this: best case scenario, you break even. ideal situation, bull run situation, you make some money. If bad situation, what happens? You might lose money. Is that a risk that you want to take? So KJ asks, as a first-time home buyer, would you go for under construction or completed project? The reason is, okay, something to clarify is, do you have money? Do you have the initial 10% for down payment? Okay, and what's your financial situation like? Because if you want to go for completed project, okay, it also what do you mean by completed? Is it completed unsold or is it subsale? Right? Maybe you text in again. Diantu, yes, Diantu, I am going soon. I will not tell you when I go lah, but I am going soon, very, very soon. Jack Eng, viewpoints of Mallory and Cochrane, Binastra, Sunway, IJM, everybody going in. Is it going to be a next Bangsa? Nah. Okay, let's talk about Bangsa being Bangsa. It's formed by the OG Reach, right? Means people have settled there for the past 50 to 80 years. Okay, 50 to 80 years. So whatever capital appreciation that happened to them, all of them are walking millionaires, right? Okay. And if you go into the mall, either BSC or you go into the other one, Mangsa Village, right? There will be very, very unique stores. For example, just one simple retail that is very, very expensive to operate in. They merely sell orchid. No other location has that capability of having walk-ins to just buy fresh orchid on a daily basis. And orchid, of course, is not cheap, right? But then that is the characteristic of people living in Bangsa. For Mallory Cochrane, will that take place? I don't think so also, because OG, like originally the site is not affluent one. What do I mean? Like, have you ever wondered why Old Klang Road, right? Everybody say oversupply, right? Everybody say all the buildings would die, right? All the projects would die, right? But how come every project sold out still? If you look into Kuchai Lama, Bukit Jalil, Puchong, right? Everybody say these areas will all fail, but look at it. These are the areas where I call spillover from the OG Reach. Means if you go into Taman OUG, if you go to Taman Yao, if you go into the Kuchai Lama area, right? All were landed first. 30, 50 years later, everybody made money. Then their children now all come up. As a parent, would you want to get a home for them so they will come back often? If you have the money, of course, which is what they have all this while. So all of them will buy houses for their children to stay nearby. And that's how you see the entire Old Klang Road so jam already, right? So many people, so many units still all sold out one. So if you look into COVID time, got auction, man? Got lah, which is about 1% only, which is normal lah. Do you have excessive auction? Not really. You look into the office towers, right? The retail there all empty one, but not really auction one. Yeah, so these are the areas where I would argue is closer to being the next Bangsa than Cochrane itself. Is it upcoming? Definitely, right? But it's for a transit kind of thing. It's not going to be a very different. Another example is like Taman Mega, SS2. All old areas, Damansara Utama, Bandar Utama, all these kind of areas, only you will have that kind of backup, right, of the old parent money, old rich money to support the new houses, right? Mallory tak ada. Okay, but is it coming up? Of course. It's one of the best performing rental return sites. Wow, so many questions already. Okay, I go faster. If I missed out your question, I am sorry. Okay, let me scroll back. Oh, this setting is not good. Last time don't have this setting one. So now once I move, right, it goes to the latest comment. Okay, okay, originally this is supposed to be the session that I try out again. So I don't want to come back to the live game. Okay, this is from Jie Yong. How to calculate if an auction unit is a good deal? It's where you benchmark your market price. A lot of people benchmark against the bank value, which is not the real value. Okay, so let's say the main reason why you want to go auction, let's say a bank value is 700,000, now market is going for 550. Okay, always like that. But then when you have a lot of bidders, every bidder in the room, you already add 10,000 for each bidder. Let's say you got 5, you need to add 50,000 already. So you start from 600,000. Whether is it a good buy or not depends on what's the latest transaction price there, not what's the bank valuation. Because of course I would say bank valuation, so it will look better. Now it's 100,000 below the bank value, but technically next table, right, next door, right, will only sell like 650. Might as well you just go and buy from subsale. You get to visit the unit, you get to control, see everything, have absolute certainty before you pull the trigger, unlike an auction unit. And if you are inexperienced for the first time, you kiasu, right, gone. So most of the time, the transacted unit price, right, is not really that far off the past transacted price one. I mean, auction versus subsale. You get what I mean? So that will be how I determine whether is it a good time to go in or not. If it's for an investment, that's my take. If it's for an own stay one, for landed especially, like personally, I'm eyeing on some big units like 2,000 square feet, 2,200 square feet kind of thing in KL. Those are value buys because those are terrible for investment. So less bidders, which makes it a good buy. Again, compared against past transacted price. Okay. Jordan Lee asks, normal buyer, how to source for bulk purchase? The question already is a conflict. Once you join bulk purchase, you are not a normal buyer anymore. What a lot of previous buyers do is they gabong family and friends, ask a few buyers together, or buy 5 units extra, 10 units together. The very old school format is you buy 5, then you get extra 1% or 2%. Like if Sean Tan buy, also get extra 1% only one. That is why also I am part of Far Capital. For clarification, I do not own a company. How I wish I am, so I will not be going live alone here. I will have a crew with me. And so that's why numbers still is the loudest. Once they buy, right, they get 50 units, 100 units all together. That's why they can get crazy discounts. Individual buyers who walk into the sales gallery, unfortunately, no impact. Will you review any Skyline project? The Pudu one I just went, the video will be live this Thursday. Okay. In first glance, congratulations to all who bought, right? It was very, very crowded on the day of visit. A lot of people with luggage back on Tower A. I visited Tower B. The link to the project is very open, which kind of is a concern as well. I will wait for the video lah. Okay. Is Oka a good buy? If it's a very good buy, they wouldn't have stocks now already. So I think it's properly priced from a developer point of view. Means Now, the way I look at project is this. If a project launch instantly sold out within 2 weeks or a month, right? Then they put out sold out. Technically, I should fire the entire marketing team. If I'm the boss lah, So when you see a lot of projects right now, oh, you launch only sold out, right? It means you are giving my properties out for free, too low. What's a right pricing? A right pricing is when you need to debate whether you want to buy or not. You like the place, you like the project, but budget a bit off. Isn't that the quality of everything that we want to buy? Right? Lee Xing Lun say property market in Ipoh damn freaking slow. Try to sell my terrace house for 480. Half a year still no takers. Yeah lah, Ipoh. But then you got a hype, That's the strength of Exim and the marketing team, like the IQI team, right? Which is powerful. There's a freak of nature, so good with what they do, right? Ashpal asks, what do you think of investing in a Sento condo? I got 2-bedroom at 270. Is this M area? Slayer Knight asks, do you mind sharing your watch collection one day for us? Okay. So just now my kid came, right? So now on my table, when I am stressed, what do? I look at this. So this is a Tank Solar Beat. Okay. So this one is powered using solar. Whoa. Okay. This is a gift for my wife. So this is called this is the Vintage Trinity. The new one is where they have 3 different golds. They will have the rose gold, the pink gold, and the normal gold, the yellow gold, and they intertwine together. But this one is a vintage one, so it's only one type of gold. The milling technology of gold not so advanced last time. Okay. My latest watch that I got is Bague Noir. Yeah, so this is a Bague Noir, and I will be wearing it more often. See, a bit girly lah, right? Yeah, a bit more feminine, but that's the trend. I love it. And so when I'm stressed, right, this is what I do lah. Of course, the last one here, this one you guys know. So this is a 3800 Nautilus Vintage Beast 1980s watch. This is the second edition based on the sketch of the creator, the designer called Gerard Genta. This is part of the movement that saved the entire Swiss watch industry altogether lah. Okay, see, very obvious. If I don't do property, I would be selling watches. Ethan asks, watch your summer suite video. Beside that, what do you think of the other project like Majestic Gen, Exim, and Sky One? It's all about entry price, in my opinion. Okay, like by having, this is the point that I'm arguing with myself. I don't have a theory yet. Will a bigger swimming pool make you pay more room rental in that area? Okay, so for example, you have project A, B, C, D, E, right? 5 different projects altogether. Let's say project A has the best swimming pool. As a person going to work in Singapore every day, 6 days a week, do I care or will I pay 100 more for the room just because the swimming pool is bigger? That's my take, right? So a lot of people within the comment section of the summer suite video, right? A lot of people were arguing about so many more supply and things like that, right? Until I was at the CIQ and I've been traveling to Singapore for weekends, for weeks now, during my time in JB. It's horrible. It's really very, very horrible. That's why I think the demand will be crazy, but the supply is crazy too, so it will reach an equivalent point. But currently looking at the room rental, is everything is very good. So it's all about entry price now. Summer Suites is by a boutique developer, so it's a bit smaller. I know the person. We met, we yum cha, we talk about watches. Very nice guy. Their rooms are bigger, their rooms are wider. Yes, the site is smaller. That's why, in terms of facilities, nothing too crazy, which is my point just now. Just because the swimming pool is smaller, does it mean the project is lousier? Or would you consider the selling price of about 900 per square feet right now more attractive? Elsewhere, it's all selling 1,000, 1,002. You get my point? So that is my. Let's not forget what's the intention of the project. It's a transition house, and the main reason I'm buying is for investment. So it should be tied to all numbers only. No point getting very romantic about the concept, the whatever lah. Original people were just staying in terrace houses, a room that is 1 by 3 meters only, right? That's their original setting. Then they drive motor, park at the CIQ and go over. Now suddenly you got something better within walking distance. That's my take. But I haven't go visit all yet. But my next trip, I think I met the guy just now. So I think Ayang is here, right? The JB Ayang is here. So I am making some appointments. I want to see Forest City again. I want to see the new Forest City now, because I think when everybody is going to RTS, right, I like to look at the contrarian. I like to see the other side. Will Forest City be a opportunity? That's my take. So I don't know yet. I want to go and see. I want to go and see. Lam Page 5153 asks, what other investments do you have other than property? Basically everything else lah. Which is the funniest thing. Everybody keeps whacking me right online. If you look at the comment section, right, everybody assumes I'm 100% property. It was until I made some money. So like I'm pretty heavy on crypto, not financial advice at all. I have a portfolio of NFTs. I have watches. All my watches, like this watch here, right, almost doubled in 3 years time. Yeah, crazy. This one don't know. This one is a hobby. This is not an investment. Okay, so then FD, that one I don't have lah. So what else? I didn't go into US stocks because I don't like the volatility of it. But weirdly, I am very okay with the volatility of crypto, which doesn't make sense at all lah. Yeah, also I'm basically into everything else as well, just that I don't make them public. So that lead to this assumption where everybody thinks that I'm a maximalist on property and nothing else. Nope. What own stay property is good right now? Depends on where you work. It really depends on where you work. When you say you work in KL, right? Which part of KL? Which part of KL becomes very important, because now traveling around, the joke is this style, like for my family, right? Hey, where are you? Or Puchong or Bandar Puteri? Okay. From Puchong, driving to Puchong took me 40 minutes to an hour. Puchong to Puchong. So the road condition, time, infra, all. Okay. Wow, so you got 200 people here in the chat already. So what's up, guys? This was supposed to be a chill session. I was trying to see, maybe I can come back again to do live, right? Test the internet again, test the buttons again. I don't have a crew, so I'm myself. Yeah, so Burrito came in just now. So if you guys have any questions, I'll try to attend to them. Let me go and okay, for those who missed out, for those messages that I've missed out, I am sorry. But next time I will do better in answering faster lah. Okay, so let's go back to just now. Once I click, right, the chat will automatically go to the latest one. So now you need to scroll back and see where I stopped. Okay, I will just start here. I'm sorry, right, for those who I missed out. Jared asks, hey Sean, have you seen the Lakeside Residence Puchong? Lakeside Residences. Lakeside Residences? No, I have not. Let me go check it out, okay? Lakeside Residences. Edwin asks, Master Sean, master pula, brother Sean. What do you think of Cheras Velocity? Very good. Do you think it will be an oversupply? I don't think so. Why? I base on rental rates. Which other area? Okay, let's just think about it lah. Think out loud. Which other area have a township that comes with a mall, commercial area, retail, office, 2 MRT station within walking distance in Malaysia? Covered walkway. That is 5 to 10 minutes from TRX. Where else? Okay, at this point, tak ada. That's why they are so good, right? That's why they are so good. That's why people pay rental that is higher than installment to be there. But if let's say another 20,000 units come, then what will happen? Rental will ease a bit, right? But the catalyst will be the condition of TRX. Because now TRX, Monash also go in already, right? If more companies keep coming in, I think it will still be okay. What will be the best thing? Let's look positive a bit, right? If HSR is back on track. But that one don't know lah. So now we want to go election some more. Tak tahu lah. Lim Min Chun, what do I think about Sky Awani Prima Brickfields? Sky Awani Prima Brickfields? Prima Brickfields sebelah is Sky Awani, is it? I don't know. I don't know this one. Can you verify? Means next to Prima is Sky Awani, is it? Louis asks, what do you think of investment in Melaka? Okay, statistically speaking, bukan saya yang cakap, statistically speaking, Melaka's property market is the worst in Malaysia. It's worse than Seremban. Okay, and it's due to the previous oversupply of Airbnb units around the coastal area. Anything besides that, shop lots lah, the residential homes lah, all those are okay one. Okay, just stay away from all the Airbnb focused short-term stay units there, because everybody tried to use the tourism, leverage on the tourism and the airport, right? There will be a daily China flight before the COVID happened, but tak jadi. So now all the reclaimed land all left abandoned. What are the most 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 asks, what are the most important thing for a new property agent in KL? Look when joining an agency to join. Okay, so to me, instead of an agency, right, I will follow the leader. Is there a person that is willing to guide you through your baby steps first, right? Because at the start, right, you don't know what is leasehold, how to renew leasehold. The worst leader is a person who just asks you, okay, there's this message, you just forward to everybody you know. Means they milk your entire property, your entire relationship circle first. Your friends and family, whatever, your friends or whatever, then they just milk gao first. Then you still cannot perform, then whatever lah, ciao. The good leaders then actually care. They will slowly, step by step. But now I would pick instead of a leader, I will pick a leader with a working system. It's best to not be personal reliant anymore. That's my advice lah. Meaning, if there's a system on very clear cut, if I were to sell this, what do I get? If I would help this, what do I get? There's an existing system for everything. If not, like me last time when I was an agent, is when I do very well, they cut my comp. Because you early didn't say, nobody has done these crazy good deals before, Yeah, so that's my take lah. So lay out everything first. 4i Co asks, how do you screen your tenants? What criteria will you reject, even if they can pay your asking rent? No leh. 4i I have no system at all. It's really based on luck one. Okay, as crazy as it sounds like, because if you were to be screened by me, what's the thing that you'll send to me? Your best resume, which is like work interview. Like to me, work resume is like your LinkedIn profile that you will of course polish it gao. But when people want to cheat you, right, all those can be faked also. With AI now, anything can be faked. So it's really based on trial and error. So in my take is, if that's why in my previous video I mentioned, if they are negotiating on the smallest thing, right, which means like this latest tenant for my JB unit, they come in, the thing blocking the yard, right, the facade element blocking the yard, can you repaint? No other tenants ask that. So when they are very serious about it, they fixed it. The toilet, the U drain, the U pipe, can you change? Because you can see stains of leakage. Change. So I know that's the guy who really wants it. But will they be con men? Still got lah. Like even I have the best surgeon as tenant in JB, right, back then. Still terrible one. You have the best resume, so there's no correlation to the quality of a person one. As much as it sounds, do I want to be racial about it? I don't really care lah, as long as you can make the payments, right? So if there's a smell, if there's whatever, right, no correlation. How I prepare myself then is to know what I should do when things goes bad. Meaning, if 1 month didn't make payment already, okay, what should I do? Send letter of reminder, send letter of demand. Then second month, then I start executing, get my lawyer friend to start sending letters already. Yeah, so I need to know what to do. So once you understand what to do, you are not as fearful of terrible tenants. Okay? Jun Xian, we still build our place exclusively car in mind, not very neighbor-centric, unlike other examples in the world. High-density areas are worse in this regard. Is your opinion? How do we fix it? Okay. When you say good examples around the world, they are good for a reason, right? And most of us, unfortunately, always compare to the very smart sibling that we have, Singapore. That's all. I don't think anywhere else is as good as Singapore from a public transportation point of view. Melbourne not too bad, right? But I think the worst thing about our planning is weather. So I always think about this because I also study architecture. I am an architect by training. If I provided all covered walkways, all pedestrian friendly, all public transportation, right, will Malaysians stop driving? I don't think so. Because this has been built within. So that's why when I got into a dispute, I got into a trouble online, right, by saying, what if we take out car subsidies? What if no more petrol subsidies for everybody? Now the demand becomes good. Why people don't take public transport? Why? It's unreliable, ma. That being said, you see LRT, MRT full one eh. A lot of people in strategic locations one eh. Are we not using it or is it insufficient? When it's insufficient, you think about it. Last time only LRT, Putra Line, Star Line. Then now we got MRT 1, MRT 2, MRT 3 coming, LRT sudah siap. Monorail. And if you look at it, we, Singapore, Thailand, got not? Where else got? In Southeast Asia. Right? Indonesia also like not very good. So we are not doing too bad actually. Just that it's very easy to focus on the problems. Okay, like if you were to look at the days when I was taking KTM to school, now it's so luxurious already. My take is we can coexist, which means like Malaysians all love landed homes. Don't you think landed homes is the reason why we have a car problem? Okay, like you think about it, like 50 acres, I can build 300 homes landed. Instead, with 2 acres, I can build 500 homes. Isn't it more efficient use of land? Why Manhattan as a town or as a city can be so efficient? Because all high rise. So only when all high rise around stations, it's efficient use of space. Therefore, you can reach that minimal amount of population for business and activities to take place. Now we landed taman here, taman there, at most 300 people. All shop lots also die. I built one station to serve how many people? 30 people, 50 people. No point, man. That's why the KTM, right, don't make money. All built around landed homes. Right? That's my take. So, but it's a very, very gigantic topic altogether. What's more important to me is, are we in the right direction? Looking back, that's why I like what I do. I document KL for the past 10 years already, and I do see changes. So I think they are in the right direction. Good night. Yeah. So that was my kid. Still don't want to sleep. 10 o'clock and still don't want to sleep. Hi Sean, will the makeover guys be coming to Penang? I don't think so, because the team has been revising their model for a few reasons. One, a lot of new players in the market copying our concept, which is okay lah. Okay, when you guys want to copy lah. Then, but the team has been changing a lot, so we are evolving to a more. We have now a boutique arm that only does commercial properties, that only does like bungalow, mansion, designer, unique kind of things. That one I'll show you guys more. That one I'll ask to shoot more, right? That one amazing lah. So it's not so much of the makeover guys that we understand anymore. It's not like the templated designer for maximize for investment. That one still got, but now we don't need designers to do already. That's why we can bring the cost, not we, they can bring the cost way lower. Aaron Selvum asks, any advice for Malaysian working abroad, not Singaporean, in terms of getting loan? Take only, bro. If Malaysians with Singapore income, the only debate you need to have is, do you want to go through that citizenship route so you can qualify for a HDB? If you don't want that route, then we can start building your portfolio here with Malaysia property already. But the thing is, this thing can change when you met the one. When you have a girlfriend that you want to turn into a wife and her entire family is in Singapore, whole different story. You get what I mean? So we have so many cases of discussion, right? like, hey, I want to build, so my goal is to be like Sean. I want to buy 8 properties, right? And all in Malaysia, so I can retire here. Then suddenly the girlfriend, meet new girlfriend, suddenly Sean, I don't do it. Whatever we plan, all tak mau. It's okay, what? To me, it's absolutely fine. It only depends on, you just need to know what you want. As Malaysians, we don't have to make that choice, right? But only when you work in Singapore, you want to go through that PR, that citizenship route, something to think about. Wen Qing asks, Aurum 2 Sri Petaling, is it suitable for investment? I have not looked at it yet. Let me write down Aurum 2. So, okay, I need to see a few projects now. Aurum 2. Just now that one was Sky Awani Brickfields. Then got one is the Sepute, or the one next to the oh yeah, the one that I visited one. Okay, the 9 Sepute one. Okay. Just a drifter asks, if I myself am a bulk purchaser, a bulk buyer, and let's say the bulk team purchase a whole block and would complete renovation at the same time, what would be your strategy to compete with other bulk purchasers? Rarely happen. Okay, rarely happen, but just for theory's sake. So okay, let's address this seriously lah. Bulk buyer means you buy a whole block altogether. Then my question is, how many units? Now a block is about 600 to 800 units. Do you have that amount? Okay. If 800 units all buy together at the same time and renovate, to me, then I think it's still okay. Technically, I still think it's still okay. But will it be better compared to a project that is only bulk purchase for 30% of it? I will pick the 30% one. Means the project was originally sold organically until the stage where they can no longer sell, only the bulk purchases come in. Yeah, so I would prefer this setting compared to this. Chronopath. Any advice? So everybody, this is my watch guy. He is the reason why I got into all this trouble. I am from Malaysia. 4299 asks, good evening, Sean. How do I watch Covo 16 Sierra? How do I watch Covo 16? Go see. What do you mean? Relax Sound asks, want to ask about SJCC area. Like previously, Lot 15, Teja, East 1, is it a good buy? With Pinnacle also done, will it be oversupply? My take is this. In Subang currently, where else can you buy? No more. So, I'm very excited for this theory actually. Everybody keeps saying oversupply, right? Just to think another, okay, so the entire theory is based on me tahan another 10 years lah. If I were to continue doing this, hopefully you all will all support me for the next 10 years, right? When Subang finally no more land, what will happen? Like section 16, SS 16 is proving that to be true. If you look into lot 15, rental rates, right, will not make sense for a local person who lives in Subang one. 4,000, 3,005 for a rental unit in Subang. You crazy. Landed home also not so high, like, correct or not? But once the whole stretch, like SS, like whatever you just say, right? Teja, East One, all come out already, including the roundabout also all come out already. Now the one next to SS15, the Gamuda just launched, right? The student accommodation. Is this student accommodation? I don't know. I haven't seen yet. Okay, to see Gamuda SS15 project. See, they are redeveloping lands already in Subang. Where else can you build? When that time comes, like it's going to take place in PJ, like PJ, where else got new project? No more. When that happens, suddenly the only options for people who enjoys the convenience of PJ, you got no other choice but to pay a higher price just to get access. When that happens, then the real magic of property, difference between prime location and non-prime locations, will be very, very obvious. Yeah. So temporary short term for that few months maybe got oversupply lah. That one is but so now what my answer is, when do you draw the line? Do you draw like once the project is handed over 3 months from there, then is it oversupply? Of course lah. The market need to absorb one ma, need time one ma. Sling asks, what's your thought on CPD? Central Park Damansara. It's one of the lowest price, lowest entry product you can get within the address. That's why, although the crazy density, the sales number is still very, very good. A lot of existing residents complain about the roads lah, about the traffic lah, about the congestion lah. That one I am very aware of. But isn't it the same everywhere? Everywhere prime also got traffic issue. Where don't have? If don't have there, do you dare to go move there? I don't think so. Yak Xiong asks, how to know if the management fee is at a good rate? And how to know if the JMB fund is healthy enough to sustain? You join the AGM meeting lah. Go join AGM meeting lah. Only you get access to the accounts ma. Five Math asks, have you visited New Axiom Development at DP? Yes. I visited D Terra, D Clover, D Erica. I went. The one with the one with the waterfall on that one I haven't seen. That one I haven't seen. A lot of, because IQI is a very good friend of mine, so it's a phone call away whether I want to go and see. But the thing is this, I don't want to keep repeating projects within the same location, because I guess all lebih kurang one ma. So what I think would be better is I cover a lot more places. Everyone else always asks for, Ipoh property when, Penang property when, JB property when. But when I upload the video, right, nobody want to watch also. Fei Jet Wong asks, what's my thought on Damansara Avenue, Banasri Damansara? Exciting, getting very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. My relative lives there. They just sold their landed properties for about 1.2 million. Made a lot of money. Louis Lim asks, what's a good rate for management? I don't understand. Management for what? Okay, can you elaborate? Like, is it investment management or is it tower management and things like that? Okay. Fanaticism Cable, what's your view on conversion of PLS to freehold for Medini? You going for the conversion? Of course. Okay, so for those who don't understand, I got my latest acquisition in Medini, which is now known as Iskandar Putri in Johor Bahru. Okay, so RTS is on the first Causeway link. The second link is called Tuas link to Singapore. Okay, so Iskandar Putri is around that area. I got my unit there and it's rented out. Every month, I got positive cash flow about 1,200 ringgit. Means the rent cover installment, I still got 1,200 ringgit. Okay, so that's why when I tell everybody, yes, RTS very exciting, very exciting. Look the other side. Okay, so now it's already 1,200 ringgit per month positive for me. Before even having this conversation, means now the entire Medini is designed with PLS, private lease scheme. Means all the land is all lease, not leasehold, not freehold. It's a lease on freehold land. So leasehold is when your land is owned by a state. That's why when you sell leasehold land, you need state consent. Sultan need to sign on it, technically lah, which is the technically lah, okay, not he sign lah, where got so free lah. So the other one is freehold. You own the land in perpetuity. Now, private lease on freehold means your entire land belongs to a company, which is Khazanah and Temasek and one more I forgot. So now they don't want to do this. They don't want to play this game anymore. They don't want to have the lease. All go back to freehold. Okay, so everybody gets to apply to go back to freehold, of course for a fee, and it's not going to be so expensive lah. So about a unit is about, I think, few thousand. For a condo, 1,2,000. If you pay 1,2,000 for a lease to a freehold, would you pay? Of course, what? Then your entire argument of why last time Madini sucked is because it's all lease, not freehold, right? No more such argument. And guess what will happen to my value of the property? Yes, so the answer is yes, I will go for it lah. Easy as is. Any tips for watch hunting? It depends on how deep are you in the game. If you are a first timer, then a lot to work on. I think get yourself educated first, because a lot of scams going on for watches also. My suggestion is to go easy on it first. Get some Seikos, get some Casios, get some easy entries first before going for the big boys. But now Rolex also very affordable, like the new vintage ones, like a Submariner now 33,000. You can get a very beautiful one already, a black one, and call it a day. Or are you really into watches where you want to go into independence, you want to go into vintage? So my suggestion, you can check out on Instagram, right? You go check out my first vintage watch, the social media account, right? So those are my friends. You go check them out. Then after you get that, you go to my next vintage watch. They are together one. This is where I get all my watches. So very knowledgeable, very friendly. They don't need the money one. Actually, they are really doing it for the hobby. Very nice guys. Edwin Ho, what do you think of Sky's project? I booked one, I think. So now I don't know whether my booking still valid or not. I want to go and convert. So that's how. Is it good enough? I think the answer is good enough. Joseph Wong asked, what is my thought on Sky Aman 1 in Cheras and Sky Awani Prima? I have not checked any Skyworld projects for a while. Let me go revise. Okay, Sky Aman 1. Uyo, so many projects to see. Uyo. This is my fifth already. Sky Aman 1. Okay. Yo, I just saw you at Bandar Putri Pan Mi store. Want to say hi, but didn't want to catch you and your family. YC Random. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, I was wearing this green jersey also. Yeah. So it's a favorite sport of ours for the family. Superb value, right? Cheap, then the portion so big, then wow. Okay, this is not Pan Mi live. It sounds like I sell Pan Mi. Wallaby asks, Pavilion Damansara for investment. I have better options at that price range. Okay, if you're a fan of Pavilion, I think it's okay. But personally, I have better options within that price range for investment. YC Random asks, have you visited Pinnacle Ara Damansara? No, I have not visited. Chris Tuck asks, Solar Vest suite rental strategy for office tenant versus residential, given it has less facility than other residential supply. To me, is look at rental rates. Let the numbers speak first. Is the office tenant going to be better or residential going to be better? And the fact that they are willing to tie up with Maple Home means there's a demand. So now the only thing is, a lot of projects has been tying up with Maple Home. I don't know how effective or their management is. That's my only uncertainty right now. Maybe let me go check. Maple Home. Wow, now I'm learning more than you guys leh. Thank you very much for sharing all this. Wow, my whole list. Panjang eh. Shaki Sumari. Abang Sean, how to sell property in Bukit Jalil seems so hard. What are you trying to sell, bro? What are you trying to sell? Are you an agent selling sub-sale or an agent selling new property, or you're an owner trying to sell your unit? Okay. The studio asks, I have an old studio, old single story landed in Kulai, thinking of selling to buy RTS. Can you give some advice on this? The Kulai house is rented with 1,004. What's your money installment? What's your money installment, the studio? Okay. My take is this. Why would you need to sell the single story to get the RTS studio? Why don't you just get the RTS studio? If you need the money from the landed home to buy the studio, then you cannot afford, then don't. And why did you buy the single story landed in Kulai last time? Because now Kulai, okay. This struck. I have a very big theory now. Okay, very big theory for Johor properties lah. Johor properties one ah. I did a video previously, but the video didn't go live for very private reasons. But I went Kulai Sedenak. Okay, I went through the whole Kulai Sedenak. I go and see all the AI farm, all the AI location, all the factory lots, land clearance is insane. Super fast. Then you got land trucks everywhere, right? So my point is, within the video of Summer Suites, I purposely walked into CIQ from site, right? If you guys pay attention, I actually went into JB Central, walked over, trying out to walk over to RTS. JB Central, it's one station away from Kulai only. So technically, if I don't want to pay the premium of RTS, of being very close to CIQ, I don't want to pay 1,000 per square feet, Kulai property makes more sense, right? So now for a lot of locals, let's say if you have family members coming in from KL Central, okay? So let's say if you're a Johorian, your KL relative want to come visit for the weekends, where would you tell them to stop? Would you tell them to stop at JB Central or would you tell them to stop at Kulai? The answer that I get is a lot of people would prefer stopping at Kulai instead, because it's less people, and for locals who drive to Kulai, not very far only, right? 40 minutes, 30 minutes from the highway, right? Okay, this one normal time, don't say like crazy peak time, normal time, right? So that leads to this observation of the properties around Kulai, all factories only one. All factory after factory after factory after factory. Suddenly, if you think about where JPO is, right, the Johor Premium Outlet, the commercial area there also doing extremely well. Why? There's a lot of existing neighborhoods around, just not as crazy. So it's all still landed. So all I'm saying is, when everybody is very obsessed with RTS, have we ever thought like one step away? Theory, bukan not confirm ask you all go buy Kulai. No. Just think about it. Okay? YC Cheong asks, hi Sean, big fan. Recently, I noticed some banks now give the option to start paying installment early instead of just serving progressive. Really? Got such thing? Can we? I'm listening this first time. So thank you for sharing, YC Cheong. What's my take on it? Why would I want to start investment early? I will not start investment early. I will not start. But if you want to have the discipline, if you want to save interest, then go ahead. To me, I will not start early. Okay, so we have almost 300 people online. Thank you very much for listening to this. Thank you very much for hanging out. So we are already 1 hour in already there, bro. Woo. So what was supposed to be an experiment now turned out to be a real life session. So okay, before we go in further, right? Do just pop in your questions. So hopefully I can reach your question before you leave the chat. And thank you very much for all the support all this while. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. If you like this kind of format, right, I'm thinking seriously on whether should we schedule this on a regular basis. But the problem is if you schedule this, then there'll be a lot of people. Then very hard to pop in your question also. Then maybe you should come to the live one, meaning the real life, the one where you can see me physical event kind of thing. Yeah, also, but the format will still be like this. There won't be a topic that what we're going to discuss today. I don't think that's helpful to anybody at all. What I prefer is I want to answer your personal questions. I think that's my format of giving back to you guys. So crazy lah. So I think I look back at the records, right? The last time I was live was 4 years ago, leh. Crazy, right? That was already COVID time, leh, before COVID time, leh. So it's now this is a legit career already. YouTubing is a legit career already. So you guys are awesome. Thank you very much, man. Okay, relax sound. Talking about Forest City, is there a new condo coming? As I know now, there's still a lot of unoccupied units. I do check there before. Rental do keep increasing these few years. Would you buy there? Yes, I am actually considering, after listening to how a honky is trying to sell to a Taiwan. Oh no, how a Taiwanese is trying to sell to a honky. We Malaysian are all spoiled on our perspective, all a bit biased one. Okay, because of the stigma, lah, of course. But when I listen to the conversation, there's this tax incentive that a lot of people don't get it. What does it mean, family office? What does it mean by flat tax rate of 15%? If you are registered there, you get to apply for 10 years, 15%, if not mistaken. I don't want you to fact check a bit. Okay, so this one is, I think, okay. So if it's 15% flat rate, let's say I'm earning 10 million for my business. The tax I'm paying for 10 million, it's about company tax is 24% kan? So it's about 2.4 million just on tax. But if I get to save on a flat rate, on which is now 15%, I get to save 9%. 9% means I save 9 million a year. That's already the price of the property or beyond the property. So suddenly, the strategy of how they sell is by you registering yourself here, declaring your business here, you get the unit for free and tax saving for the next 9 years. Okay, this one then normal people will not resonate. I'm not too sure whether on income tax lah. So I think that one business tax. Income tax worse, I think. If we pay if you're earning more than 500,000 or 300,000, right? You're already within that 24 to 26% income tax, right? So if it's flat rate 15, right? Lagi chun. That's the thing that I'm trying to crack right now. It's supposed to be a secret lah. It's supposed to be a secret mission of mine, but since I'm here today and you asked the right question, so that's my take on the consideration right now. Relax Sounds Library. Okay, so if the calculation is right, why not? Because technically it will be free. Technically, it will be free. I don't think anybody has figured out this theory yet. If not, they will sell like that, ma. But maybe after today, people start selling like that. Then you guys hear it here first. Bling Dota. What do you think of Alden, Sean? I have just put a booking form in. Belum tengok, bro. Let me go see, okay? Alden's. This one is the Is it by Exim one? I know there's an Exim project there. I don't know whether is it called Eldon's. Jeremiah Liu asks, what are your thoughts in Bamboo Hills? My question is, what is your intention? Is it for investment or is it for own stay? Fire Pete, write this down. Visits Zernia Park City. I was going to today, but there was a thunderstorm. I was supposed to go. Maybe I go tomorrow. Should I go tomorrow? Anybody here works as the salesperson there? Zernia Park City. Wah, banyak go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wah, number 8 already. Zernia. Desa Park City. I know the price lah. Everybody send a brochure to me lah. As if I'm buying like that lah. Alaya Bas asks, what do you think of Keepers in Penang? Again, I assume it's by Exim because of the ZAC. I have not seen it. Keepers. Wow. You see, if you guys observe, right? Who else visits the most property in Malaysia? I am very confident I'm pretty high up there in the list, right? And I'm not covering anything, apparently. Tak habis leh. How? Durian King asks, how do you look at Johor election? Then sensitive. Will I get into trouble for this? How do I look at the Johor election? I think regardless who wins, I think the person or the party in power will still be in power lah, if you know what I mean. And they will continue pushing Johor as a state forward. Fanboy asks, Forest Hill Damansara, again, what's your intention? Own stay, investment? Just a Drifter asks, what do I think of Hexstar Mall and future potential? I think it's only about time where they tighten everything because they were in a rush to open everything to showcase that they deliver, they can stick to the timeline, but that location is just too strategic to ignore. That's my opinion. It's too strategic to ignore. But is it great currently? No lah. Everybody all show me all the haunted door lah, the broken lights lah, the flooded flooring lah. They are all I know, right? I'm like a hotline of customer service for them like that, right? But to me, because it's a commercial lot, and when business is in the discussion, where else give me such strategic location? And strategic location will eventually pull a lot of people in. And I do see when everybody is having a bad stigma towards something, that's where I'm interested. Okay, when everybody is very hyped up for something, right? Usually I will just stay away. That's me. That's why you don't see me in parties. Silo asks, do you think it's still worth to invest in Wang Sa Walk area? The Sri Rambai LRT. Wow, that one, you see, everybody keeps saying Velocity oversupply or not, right? Nobody asks about this. Wang Sa Walk, Sri Rambai area. To me, that area is similar, if not going to be worse than Velocity, in my opinion. Okay, so now is, I don't know yet. Let me go call my friend. Because now it's under, it used to be MCL, now under Sunway. And this new project, what is the name? Sfera just handed over, right? So now everybody keeps sending me a lot of defect. They send me the whole report of what the defect check team did for them. So I'm going through all the complaints. It looks like pretty much the same problems that Queen have. So Queen is the first phase before Sfera. And the problems are pretty much the same because I think maybe the contractor also lebih kurang sama one. Yeah, so let me go find out more before I get back to you. Maybe the next live session. John Wayne, for own stay, how do you know if we are buying a landed is good investment or lifestyle inflation with higher monthly costs? Bro, it's for own stay already. For own stay, once it's own stay, it's a cost. I don't think it should be considered as an investment. It's a bonus if after 10 years, 20 years you sell, you make a profit. So how do you then ensure the property will increase in price? That one is a whole different conversation altogether, whole different question altogether. So I just want to make sure the question is correct. For me, if I would like you ask me landed house, is it good investment, right? The landed house that I bought so far in JB, the one in Eco Ardens, rental can cover the installment one for a landed house. That's how I consider a good investment. Whether or not capital appreciation, that one definitely will happen. So I'm already making money by now. But the only question is how much will I make? Which is the biggest problem that a lot of people have. Like when you want to buy a house, everybody like, Sean, I want to confirm make money. I want to have gao rental. I want to have gao capital appreciation. Yes, got such problem or not? Got such stocks or not? God, it's going to be very expensive. You got money or not? But when I ask such question, right, people got offended. Well, how can you look down on me? So then it becomes a very weird question to pop out also. That's why now if I would like, in order to buy the landed homes that I bought, the upfront payment is quite hefty actually, if you don't know people. So yeah, so maybe John Wayne, you can rephrase your question again. I am not very clear of what you're asking. Everybody keep asking me this, how do I look at Kuasa Damansara? To me, is from what perspective? So maybe clarify the question a little bit more, right? Like, do you want to stay there? You want to invest there or what, right? Bob Tan asks, what do you think of Chan Shaolin? Seems it is quite dead despite its connectivity to TRX. Dead in terms of rental or dead in terms of business activities? Cairo C asks, what is your thought on the Surya PJ Taman Sri Manja, the government hospital plan, good or bad? I am not familiar with the hospital plan. What is the hospital plan about? Maybe you can enlighten me, teach me a little bit. I don't know what's the hospital plan. Is it enhancement? Is it relocation? I don't know. I know Surya PJ. I don't know the government hospital plan. What happened, Cairo? Let me know a bit. Xiu Li asked, what do I think of the Shang? I made a review about it. I checked out the median price, so it's at a fair price. Now, the only concern that everybody sent me on for the Shang is a few. This developer can or not? Okay, because they are new. So no past track record. Personally, I spoke to the director before. His other businesses are developments of similar thing, right? Just that he cannot disclose as his. Second is there will be the uncertainty of the neighboring land. Because if you go to site, technically it's still split into a few different land. If the Shang does really, really well, guess what will happen to the neighboring land? It will be another development, of course, right? So, and what development it will be? Similar one, if not, because Shang did very well, so now that will be the debate. So if you're okay with that, and that is why Shang is selling at this price range. Imagine if it's a very well-known developer that builds it. It will not be at this price, right? So give or take also now, are you okay of this being the first time for this developer? Or are you okay with the new developer? Or you prefer to buy premium? Then the one with the next to Tria one, that's a putih, is one stone throw away one, but that one is by MRCB. Gao developer that built KL Central. Wow, but you're paying 20% higher. Will you want to pay? That is your choice lah. I'm not saying I keep quiet because I don't want to make that decision for you. Chiang Wai Hong asks, is Daman Sarajaya and Lot 2 Story Terrace 1490 square feet worth a valuation of 1.4? Okay, not too crazy. 1.4 million corner lot there, I don't think it's crazy. My friend Intermediate also that price it leh. So now is you need to check your valuation says really. So I think it's original condition, right? Original condition will be that price range. Renovated, I don't think you can get that price. So if it's for own stay, the next question is, what would be the renovation cost? And that is most of the time the breaking point of the conversation. A lot of people, the house 1.4, right? You, I won't be surprised if the renovation of the extension, the knockoff build up, then you need to change the piping, change the roofing, change everything, right? The renovation cost may be 800,000, and renovation cost now no joke one. Now the market is facing this shortage of responsible contractors. So when contractors, okay, responsible here means I take your money, I complete the job. Good or not, okay, that one we can put aside first. It's just complete the job. I think it's good already, responsible. Okay, the market is lackage of this, very shortage of this. Why? The material prices, labor costs, energy costs, all fluctuating, right? All don't know how to build already suddenly. I dare not take orders. I dare not stock up materials. I dare not commit to prices. So now renovation cost is very, very high. It's concerning actually. So especially, I think it will catch a lot of new timers off guard. Right? Meaning, like I bought a property 4 years ago. Then when I'm about to get my keys, suddenly, walao, I saved 30,000. Now the 30,000 can do nothing. Then whatever that I thought, like even the makeover guys now, it's become like, Sean, makeover guys now very expensive, because we want to confirm we can deliver to you. We cannot halfway run away, right? So that's why the costing has to include the risk of that. We are willing to lose money, like whatever that we committed since the COVID, right? A lot of projects all lose money, but at least we can manage the loss. Now is a lot of a lot of customers, not customers, a lot of audience send in to me, contractor zao low, how? When it's too good to be true, right? Now, in terms of pricing, it's really too good to be true. Right? So, unfortunately, I have makeover guys as the backup for all my portfolios. What if I don't? Wow, then suddenly this entire property investment journey, right? It's a major problem. No solution yet. I don't know, like, is there any alternative? Like now, I keep telling people to use makeover guys, but not everybody likes that direct recommendation. So to me, it's fine one, right? You can just go and do whatever you want with your money, which I encourage you to do as well. Then suddenly when you get back contractor, also my fault. Because I asked them to go and try out every other contractors. So I pun tak tahu lah. Ahmad Taufik, brother. Hi Sean. What do you think about the project that launched last year and early this year, especially high density in KL? Be more specific with your question, bro. But overall, what do I think? I think new launches banyak kurang, bro. Semakin kurang. So now developers that are launching are mostly in agreements where dia kena launch. They have no choice but to launch when only they launch. For any landowners or developers who can wait, right? All of them are waiting. Because the easy reason is the uncertainty of cost. You don't know how much concrete is going to cost. You don't know how much steel bars are going to cost. And when everybody is fighting for it, right? So I've just made a short videos about this. I'll upload in my Instagram soon. It's about how first tier contractors all dying, all the small renovators contractors, right? All semua mati. whatever cost that I've committed to, let's say 100,000, the cost is already 95,000 or 98,000. Belum include margin lagi. How? No float some more. All are dying because of this. As a result, it's very sad to say, but sub-sale prices will go up lor, because no new launches ma. Then whatever terrible mistakes that a lot of people did, suddenly, or now I can rent out, not bad also. So now it's a time where sub-sale, and now I think Utusan Malaysia, Utusan Malaysia, I think they announced the sub-sale news where it increased 5.5%. By norm, it's 1% a year. 2026 Q1 is 5% already. Guess what will happen? So technically we're in a bull run, but just that there's a gap between how people feel and how market is performing, right? Rachel Ng asked me what's my thought on Trinity Nordic and Trinity Developer as a whole. Nordic is the one in Sri Kembangan, right? I just been there. I just went there. That area, it's really, if you grow up there, it's very sensible to you, but a lot of people don't even know where is it. That's my take on it. If you know, then you like it. If you don't know where is it, right? You, so far one, you. Is it next to UPM or UKM? Then got the mountain, got a lot of all the famous retails all there one actually. But a little bit more to Chinese area, if that matters to you. So it's within the new village, the Xingchun, right? So traffic infrastructure, lightings, all longgang, all that one, all the public infrastructure, all will be limited because of the Xingchun. It's redeveloping from existing kampong setting to adapt to the modern city. So a lot of expansion is going on, a lot of construction is going on. But it feels like Taman OUG. It feels like Taman Yao. It feels like Puchong. If that is the question that you're asking. So like if that's your question about my thoughts. For investment, there's way better options. There's way better options. But if you want to pick it for own stay, you like the place, then go ahead. Jelly asks, for Xenia Park City, Damansara, do you think it's going to be the same success as Desa Park City? I will go check out first, then I'll go find out. Okay. Why a lot of people retract their comment one? So is it something that I said or something that I answered? That's why they don't have to ask again. Okay, so now I will go faster. I'll just go faster because I realized that once I stuck into one question, I thought a lot. Okay, so Henry Gate, viewer from Penang, you mentioned Penang property scene is different from Selangor. What is the best advice you can give us Penang investors? Penang's property, generally ROI will be terrible one. You will not have 6%, 7% ROI one. Will not happen one, because when it's that rate, Penang people will buy already. Like when I paid rent, as good as the investment, Kahor Kibe, I might as well just buy. That's why it's very weird. Property prices in Penang is very, very expensive based on their income level one. But in terms of rental, but then LRT is going to change that. That's why now you can see Far Capital also going into Penang already. So now the market is changing. Yeah, that's all I can say from now. So unless you want to be more specific with your question. Brandon asks, what do I think of Pinnacle Ara Damansara linked to LRT 3 Subang station, since LRT 3 is just starting and it's just one station to Glenmarie, 4 stations to 1U. Investment wise, I think it's okay but is there better options? I think so because by your logic, every station that is linked to LRT is also good in that sense, right? So why must you specifically be only this? Let's not forget my Sean's 4 basic rule, right? Get your intention right, investment. get your budget right. I assume it's 450,000. Visit 20 different properties. Have you done that? I don't think so. La dida dida. Are dual keys condo good investment? Most of the time they are. Most of the time. But now dual key also got divide. Is it a studio with a 2-bedroom apartment? Or is it a studio and a studio? Or now is it a penta key? You got studio, 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 studio. But dual key has been a great innovation for the industry. That one we'll talk next time. That one, if I not everybody's question all never get attended to. Hi Sean, how do you think of KSL Riviera Garden at Iskandar Putri? Belum tengok KSL Riviera Garden. Okay, let me go check it out. Wow, I got 10 projects to visit already. Okay. Sean Leong asks, hi Sean, any insight updates on SolarStar? The project now is 6 status. Yeah, I want to make a proper video about this lah, right? But I'm also a buyer, right? I'm also a buyer. So if you consider yourself a victim, me too. For those who don't understand, SolarStar now is a project that I bought, and now it's considered sick based on Terdo. So Terdo is this government website where it reports which project is doing well based on the updated progress and things like that. And then how is a project considered sick? It's based on the progress submitted by the developer. So let's say the project takes 4 years to be completed, right? So if I put in my construction progress, you cannot tell me suddenly 3 years no work, suddenly in 1 year I rush out 4 years amount of progress. Tak mungkin mah. So that's why now it's lewat. So lewat then sakit. So sakit is based on them being behind the timeline that they submitted earlier to the government. So is it a concern? Yes. Is it the worst case scenario? No. Worst case scenario is they totally abandon the project. What's the consequences of the developer facing project sakit, right? Sakit then sakit lah. You think I care meh? Actually, they care. Why? When one project sakit, the remaining projects that is going to be launched or under marketing currently by the same developer will stop in terms of approval, will stop in terms of financing. Am I very worried? No. Because it's not my first property, so they don't tahu property ke berapa dah. Okay, my one is block A, so my one progress billing didn't really take place yet. If you are a tower C one, then you need to pay interest already. Then too bad lah, right? And if not mistaken, tower C has better discounts compared to tower A one. The stress now that a lot of buyers are facing is this. Okay, why stress happen? Because the things you want are opposite in direction. Everybody is complaining about the developer because they suck it. They got not enough cash flow. That's why they sold 163 Mall to Sunway. And they have still a lot of land banks, right? So it means they got a lot of land banks. That's why I'm not worried. Now, the only struggle is whether can they maximize on their asset so they can finance the project and complete the job. So if you position yourself as a developer, so now let's say I got a lot of land, right? I got a lot of land, but now I need cash. I got money, just that I don't have cash only, which is like, okay, bear with me. Now you want me to fire sell all this asset, meaning like, let's say this land is about 1 ringgit, 1 ringgit, 1 ringgit, 1 ringgit. You want me to sell at 40 cents, man? Just so that I can complete one project. Makes sense, man? You get what I mean? And then by law, buyers are open. They are allowed to cancel the SPA one. if you are very, very concerned about the project of missing opportunities in the future, maybe it will be abandoned, you cannot stomach the loss, I cannot wait, I need a house now, then cancel the SPA. I'm serious, right? I don't know anybody within the developer. I don't even know whether they know that I'm a buyer or not, right? So if you think canceling SPA, of course got cost lah, of course there will be cost with it, but it's not crazy compared to the whole sum amount of the property price. You get what I mean? So if you think you don't want to take that risk, then you just release the SPA, just cancel the SPA and move on with life, right? Now, the stress is because their selling price is too attractive to begin with. It's not mistaken, it's about 700 to 800 per square feet. Meanwhile, next door, Axiom's project sold out completed at 1,001 per square feet or 1,002 per square feet. Then now, Met1 is doing extremely well in rental rates. And now, Aeon is building the new building next to Hyatt in KL Midtown. Now, new highways is connecting from Jalan Kuching. Now, Bolo just launched right in front of the project at about 1,006 per square feet. Almost 1,000 ringgit more than whatever price that we pay as buyers for the project. You get my point? So now I worry the developer cannot finish the job, so I don't get to make this money. So developer, you have to sell your land, you have to liquidate all your assets, right? I don't care 1 ringgit or 2 ringgit, right? Sell 40 cents, sell 30 cents. So now I'm not the developer, so I don't know what is within their mind, right? But that's my take lah. If they need 1 year more, 2 more years to complete the job, can I stomach that? I'm all good way. If you take another 4 more years also, I don't care leh. Really speaking, like, I don't mind leh. Because now my cost of ownership bare minimal, right? Very bare minimal. And let's say it's completed 3 years from now. I'm still okay leh. It's still within my SPA date leh. So then when everybody say it's Project Sakit, right? Correct. Project Sakit is it's serious, right? Are they supposed to do that? No. They wouldn't want to do this by intent also. But a lot of people then take agents' words like, oh, I think they are going to hand over by next year. All these words, right, all cannot listen one, all fake one, all tie back to whatever that is agreed upon your SPA. If you sign the document stamped 3 years ago, then they late. Then LAD will take place. Just follow that. Don't listen to whoever who say that, oh, this one next year March will complete, this one next year August will complete. Whatever agent want to say about completion date, right? The real date falls back to the SPA that you sign. That's all. Okay? So if based on my SPA, it's still within that time frame, so I am okay. That's my take. Wow. This one like PR. Okay, first of all, they don't know who am I. I don't think so. They know who am I think lah. Then I'm also a buyer only. I empathize with existing owners who are paying interest every month. Then now Project Sakit. Concern one. If it's your first buy, if it's your first property, also you scared one. But you are only scared and concerned when you are also kanjong about the property's profit, right? If this property, let's say if this property is in a very terrible location. Now surrounding the location, no rental, everywhere got abandoned. You will cancel SPA without flinching one. Right? Oh, I can cancel SPA, good already. I don't have to pay installment, right, every month. But now it's because it's doing very well as a location. That's why everybody very, very kanjiong about the money that they are about to make, the potential earnings of the project. Okay, so I think this developer not first time doing this. I'm not citing anybody. I hope everybody gets their house on time because everybody will then, wow, what a great investment, right? So I also am empathize on people who kanjong. I think it's just everybody just kanjong about it lah. Means everybody care also lah. If not all the abandoned one, the one abandoned 20 years one, the one in Subang, that one also got revitalized one, the HCK revitalized. I see a big banner now. Now they are taking back control. Wow. Which is a whole different question altogether, right? Now, I have a theory lah. Again, I got a lot of theories one. I got nothing to do ma. Have you noticed, right? Ever since YB Nga Koming becomes the housing ministry, the leader of housing ministry, a lot of projects all revitalized one, you know. Whether you like them or not, a lot of projects are being revitalized. Now, the reason I'm trying to figure out is why. I don't want to pick sides, like whoever I want to vote, that's my business, right? But then you just think about it, why under this minister all get revitalized? So in this leadership, when revitalization of sick and abandoned project is such a magical moment, one project suck it now. Do you think they will take action? Okay, moving on. Too long already, this question. Lim Ka Sing asks, need your second opinion. I bought Far Capital project in Cyberjaya. Can I rent each dual key unit at 1,003 if fully furnished? Hey, bro, I'm not Far Cap. I'm a client just like you. But okay, to me, this. When Far Cap presented the project to you, they already presented current situation, best case, worst case scenario one. What was the best case and worst case scenario? Before you pull the trigger. Okay, that's why I buy projects from them. I like this honesty. Current market, best case, worst case. Your choice. Hao Ling asks, hi Sean, how do you see properties in Penang, both for stay and investment? Stay is wonderful. I almost bought a project in Batu Ferringhi, actually. But then I realized I'm too far away from retirement. So I should not be thinking about retirement at all. I will die. I think I will die doing this. Editing videos, making videos for you all. So that's why for investment then, I was very bullish on Batu Kawan ever since I was there. I told everybody to keep buying Batu Kawan for the first 8 launches there, right? But so everybody make money lah. But now everybody know how to play the game already. So let's look and see again, reevaluate. Tay Kok Ping, hi Sean, what are your thoughts on condo in Sungai Long for rental? It's Camellia 2. Estimation completion is 2028. Okay, Sungai Long, everybody keeps thinking about who for tenant? All Utah students only. And if it's in a location that is not focusing on university students, then I'm okay. Because student accommodation, to me, I think I will stay away from it. To me, want to do it. So that's my take lah. So I don't want to take up too much time. Everybody, Sean, one question, half an hour. If you want to ask more about why I don't buy student accommodation, you just write there why you don't buy student accommodation. And Joyce Guang, what are your thoughts on Trinity? Then I talk already. Lala, hey bro, I've used up both 90% slots already. How do you think I should go ahead and use my LPPSA slot? Use your LPPSA slot, bro. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with LPPSA, it's incentive. Incentive? It's a mechanism available only for people who works in the government sector. Yeah, so if a lot of people would just straight away go use LPPSA first, then they come out and buy. But in your pay slip, they already indicate your LPPSA slot, which affects your loan qualification for the open market product. So it's encouraged to buy open market products first before using your LPPSA slot. We have a whole YouTube channel with Rina with this. Durian King asked talk about Johor election. I bukan orang Johor, bro. Tak berkaitan dengan aku. I investor sahaja. Yak Xiong asks, thanks for helpful advice. Good night, everyone. Wow, good night already. Okay. What time already now? What, 11:30 already? Walao eh. Ivan Smith asks, how can we see you at live event? I think, so I will be posting on my Instagram. I will do my best in posting here on YouTube as well. So I will update everybody on that. So my live is going to be like that also. Oh, now there's a two live. Are you asking about physical live or YouTube live? Physical, I will upload lah. I will tell everybody lah. I will announce properly. Live then now. Should I just do random? Maybe I just do random for now lah. When I free, then I do lah. Not free like my kid. If his homework haven't finished yet, then we cannot do this lah. BDH. Any thoughts about Bedrock project by Exim? Eventually, it will sold out one because a lot of people are fascinated by the idea of owning an Airbnb unit one. And Airbnb units in Sabah does really, really well. Is it the only project there? I don't think so. Is it the best project there? Not really also. Not really the best project there from an investment standpoint. There are better ones by number. So because Sabah's tourism is insane, if you look into the numbers, right, the amount of visitors that check into KK, into Sabah is crazy. So I was there for about a week last year. It feels like Korea, like in the hotel that I stay. Right. What is it? What's the hotel called? Yeah, it's a very atas hotel I stay. I didn't even touch the beach for a week, right? International buffet, right? Breakfast, right? Got kimchi section on it. Just for the Koreans. Oh no. Fire Pit Castle. First investment, good to buy. Subsale Bear, 3 room, 2 bar. Can walk to TBS LRT shortcut lah. 380 markup cashback. Installment 2K plus maintenance. Rental is about 1,900 to 2,004. I think it's okay. So now is the question you need to ask yourself, what else can I buy at this price with this current rental return? Go back to Sean's 4 basic steps. Step number 3, visit 20 different properties. Have you done that? And these 20 different properties please include some subsale, some bulk purchases, some auction. Because now what you see, I guess, is subsale, right? Have you checked out new projects? Because now with new project, if you don't have to cough out that much upfront, yet giving you better returns, why not buy the new? You get my point? Or if you can buy from bulk purchase, then it's completed unsold. Not only you don't have to cough any money upfront, you get better returns and you get a unit immediately. So it's your job to then go and find out, is this the best deal on the table? That will be the main difference between me and everybody else within the chat room now. Because on my deal now, I cannot show you lah. By law, I cannot show you lah. But There's a lot of papers on my table right now on deals available that I want to buy. So because of my relationship with developers and relationship with agents and agencies and whatever, Sean, if you want this is the price that we can offer you. Our com, we don't calculate our com, we give you also. Right? So sometimes these are the perks that I get, but where can qualify for so much loan? So that's why the tough consideration is how to maximize, right, our loan slots. My income also not infinity. WHGG7 Hi Sean, please share your thoughts about Atera by Paramount. No more land already. We thought okay, so now is PJ. We thought Atera will be the latest no more development already, but now Avaland just launched something behind PJ J33, right? Yeah. So Aethers, I think it's called Aethers. Aethers PJ just launched something. And it's going to be more luxurious, I guess. I haven't seen anything yet. More luxurious compared to Atera. So suddenly Atera will become cheap, man. I think Atera will suddenly become cheap. Then there's another land, UEM one. I think they are doing clearance also there. 4i Co. What do you think of Penang, Bayan Baru, Bayan Lepas area? Do you buy any property in Penang? No, I don't have any properties in Penang. That's why my research can be reserved a little bit. I'm more focused on KL and JB right now. Jordy, yo, what's up, man? In a scenario where OPR goes be above 6%, what do you think might happen to our property market? What kind of condition would trigger that rise, if ever heard before? Having 10% rates before, just curious. Wow, this one, bro, you always give me this kind of economical exam questions. If OPR goes above 10, the market will crash. Market will crash means everybody's installment will need to double. Whatever we are paying, for example, 3,000 for monthly installment suddenly now becomes 6 to 7%. That, right? In that case, suddenly a lot of people will be nuts. Then nobody will buy property because it becomes very, very expensive. So sales will stop, construction will stop, development will stop. But then the question is, what will trigger such things to happen? Too high of an inflation. If our inflation number goes too crazy, for example, the official number is 2 to 3%, right? If the official number is 8%, 12%, which is very, very serious, the government will need to handbrake everything, right? So no more money printing, no more this kind of thing. All handbrake, nobody spend money now. Then it will happen. But to me, I don't think so. So Malaysia is very blessed, not only with oil on trees and oil underground, we are blessed with a great central banking system. All the leadership, right, that Bank Negaras elect, solid. I don't know how we are so lucky. Look at how we navigated the very complicated COVID market. I think it's awesome. Yeah, our government, the U-turn era, so many U-turn, right? But we are still doing very good. That's why I'm very lucky. We are very, very lucky. Desmond Howe. Hi, I just got my condo keys ready and rented out. Can you tell me if this is a good deal by numbers? Monthly mortgage 1,008, renting out 1,009, spend 15,000 rental. Okay lah, good. Very good. Very, very good. 1,500 only on rental. Wow. Cheap. What did you do for 15,000? Now one kitchen cabinet also 15,000 already. Atera got ready. Okay, rent residence. It's for my parents' own stay. Rent residence is in Bukit Jalil, the one behind Wellness City one. Very dense there. I haven't seen rent yet, but as a location there, wow, why? What a lot of units there, a lot there. Why like Bukit Jalil no more land already, why all cramped up there? Then some more if you go to if you need to share the road to Tzu Chi school, right? Oh goodness. That's my only fear lah. But if your parents retire there, then it's okay lor. But if it's daily, you need to come out and go in. You need to rush with the school crowd. Oh yo. That's why when you all buy properties, right, please know or find out where are the schools, especially Chinese school. You all know Chinese parents all can see or can sue one, right? They all have to fetch their children themselves to school one. So you got 1,000 students, don't be surprised you got 1,200 cars. Because some with driver, then some of the parents follow behind. Kanjiong and serious one, Chinese parents. Because I'm one of them also. Any thoughts on Dian 2 by CPI? Good for investment. Dian 2, I'm going to see soon. I'll let you know. I'll wait for the video. I'm calling my friend today. CPI is a very good friend of mine. Very, very good. Very, very awesome leadership team. The Han Xiao SS15 Taylor's resident completed. Yeah, I haven't seen it. They just break ground only. The MD is my junior, so let me call him. Wow, I see that you just reminded me lah. So old already. So you see all my ex-colleagues, all my junior, all my senior within the industry, all semua pangkat tinggi. Now MD lah, GM lah, boss punya anak lah. Wah. For me, YouTuber saja. Alamak, so sad. So Pinnacle skip because we answered already. Desmond Howe, have you heard of Mandolin Residence by Plenitude in JB? Nope. Let me write it down. I keep writing down projects, hopefully. So I need a lot of trips down to JB. Mandolin Residence by Plenitude. Hey, now suddenly this one, this session can become like an advertisement. I put here, new launch. Where's the screen? I put here, new launch, Plenitude, register now. I can sell ad space here. Hyper cool. Say Esther Hill should be just VP. A lot of people. Would you consider doing a site visit and go check out Aurum? A lot of people tell me Esther Hill build quality terrible. There's a audience that sent me the whole stack of defect. So I don't know. I would go and check it out. I want to. Let me go call my friends. So Bing Tota say yes in Eldons is by Exim. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I think is that the latest phase already? I'll go. I call my friends in IQI. Go and get an updated version of Eldons. Okay. Hoi An Boy. Solastar Dutamas GG. No lah, not GG. GG temporarily, not .com. not GG.com. No. It's not .com yet. It's now temporary. I think lah. I hope so. I hope. Because they got money, not cash flow. As mentioned just now lah. La di da. What do you think of dual key? More like master bedroom rather than studio unit. Okay. Just now we answered. I think okay lah. Is the usage has been one dual key. Dual key is where you have a full apartment with one studio, right? So this full apartment, you can buy a whole unit, you use it yourself. Like for me now, I want to buy a dual key also. Actually, for those who have awesome dual key, right, you can always propose to me, because I work in the studio unit, then my family partition on this side. Then when my parents in the future want to move in, they can get the studio when I still can operate my own. Then if I got no money, hopefully it will not happen. Then I can rent out the studio. I can rent out this one and I stay the studio. Yeah, so the usage is very, very flexible, which I love it. But most of the time it's limited by the car park base. So if you have enough car park, then it's awesome. If you not enough car park, then you need to fight with your tenant. Yep. So Atera share already, SS15 share already. Wow, you guys type too fast, bro. I think now I don't know when I can answer everybody's. I am so sorry because I very chiong. Hey, I panjang lebar I punya answer semua. Okay, so I think everybody is okay, right? This pace now. I think this is my previous pace also. Am I getting slower as I'm getting older? Okay. Okay, let me go. Okay, let's be patient. Don't skip. Go one by one. This new function, or should we jump on? Yeah. I need to scroll back again. Alamak. This one now, okay, by the way, is there there's no monetization, right? There's no way you guys give me money, right? Wait, wait. I don't want you guys to give me money. That's the point, okay? It's not me finding reason to charge you money. You know, I can put ads already. So I don't want, no need, okay? If you want to give me money, no need. You know, I will just buy you more watches only. So don't give. Okay. FYI, okay, relax now. FYI, Forest City now selling 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, 750,000 square. 750 square feet is about 500,000. Rental is about 1,005 to 1,006. Would this be a good buy compared to Iskandar Putri? No. Iskandar Putri is still a better buy. It's only a good buy in Forest City, I think, for the landed. I want to go and check out. I want to visit with one of the agent here. Then if the tax incentive makes sense for you. So now I want to understand how the tax incentive can take place. Is it by federal? Because now, you know, now election season, right? The JZSEZ economic zone, right? So now state government is blaming federal now quarrel with state. Let's see who is approving things, right? But tax goes back to federal, I think. So that's the point that I am not sure of. Because once I buy, okay, let's say once I buy, I registered myself as an owner. Then I register that address into my company. Does it mean now tax saving is in place? That's all. That's my question only. Nobody can give me answer on that yet. Emilia Vergara asks, so many new projects for you to visit means developers are still pushing ahead with new launches or still holding back? No. This amount of new launches is very little compared to what we have before. We have way more last time, way more. So now, those who launch, meaning wallet very thick, their pocket very deep, that's why they dare to launch. Or the second case is they're desperate. If they don't launch, no money, nothing to sell. The whole team all eat grass. So you have to launch something. Only two possibilities now. My friend just bought Esther Hill last week. I went to visit. The landed facing is amazingly quiet. Let me go check it out. Okay, WH. Deepak Alam Damai by Maxim for investment purpose. I didn't check it out yet. Okay, Deepak by Maxim. BJ at Hi Sean, where do you think is the best property to invest right now? You're asking for location or asking for project. And then, okay, this is the worst thing ever to ask because the property market is not transparent one. So even if we buy the same location or even if we buy the same project, we will not get the same price. And you will never know how much I actually pay for the project. So that's the very dangerous question to ask for a lot of gurus or whoever speakers on market, right? Because you think you get 18% discount is cheaper, but deep down they get 25 or 30% discount. You don't know, you will never know. They will bring that information to the grave unless you know somebody within the marketing department who is willing to break the NDA in order to give you the information. And why would that somebody give you the information? Most likely because they are earning from that transaction. So to me, the very standard answer is where also can buy one now in terms of property. The only thing is at what price. That's why it sounds pretty silly, like why Sean keeps repeating his answers, right? Because that's the formula. You can buy Semenyih, you can buy Kajang, you can buy Bukit Berentong also if I care, right? If you buy below the median price, you will make money on. So if you buy Desa Park City, the top prime location, you buy Bangsa South, you buy Setia Eco Park, right? You buy the best location listed in Klang Valley, above the median price, you will also lose money. Right? So it's location, 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 the golden rule? Not really. It's just a very lazy answer to all this kind of question. But it sounds cool. Location, location, location. That one old rule. That one don't make sense one. Right? Because eventually every location will have the same thing already. Right? What Cheras got that Subang don't have? Both also jam. Both also got uni. Both also got highway. Both also got yu tao mai. Fish head noodle, sorry. Both also got ayam kepok. I think got lah. Cheras got lah, I think. Chinese area don't have lah, I think. Yeah, so you get my point, right? So the only thing and difference will be distance away from where you want to go. That's all. Okay. So, and that will determine the median price. And if you have the median price set accurately, you buy below, you make money. You buy above, you lose money. Tech How asks, what are your thoughts on Bukit Jalil future development? I just got the news of Banda Mandani. Mandani is the New York one. I think Banda Madani in Bukit Jalil, which they're going to build like 4,000 units. That one is a new Rumah Madani kind of thing. Yeah, so I just got to know about that only. So that's why now it depends on which side of Bukit Jalil. Bukit Jalil too big. Just like Mont Kiara, how I analyze them, how I analyze Mont Kiara is by street, which I suggest everyone who wants to buy Bukit Jalil do as well. You go analyze by street. If Banda Madani really built across wellness city side, right? For me, being on the other pavilion side of things, I think it's a good news because it's not on my side, but yet they get to support all the commercial activities, all the business activities within that area. Because when you are staying there, you have your career there, you work there, you start your children start schooling there. Eventually, you want to upgrade there, and where you upgrade to on this side of Bukit Jalil. So what does it mean? My future buyers are in preparation for now. But if you are on the other side, too bad. A lot of owners. Chrono Park, what's your opinion on property agents descending on new owners like vouchers all day, every day? What do you think needs to be a change or done better in property agent industry? I think now with the WhatsApp game, I think WhatsApp, they just updated to username one. So nobody has your phone number anymore. So I think that would be a game changer already. Then I think all the utility companies, right, all selling the information, selling our phone numbers to all these agents, one. Selling the seller needs to be punished, but unfortunately, our utility companies are like untouchable, and I also don't know why. I've highlighted this so much, but I kind of got blackmail about this lah. So I don't want to talk about it because I'm earning nothing about it. So I spoke about this openly on social media. Apparently, a lot of people like it. As an owner, wow, got agent keep telling me how much my house is worth. They love it. That's one perspective also lah. So I don't know. If your unit is not being rented out, so these are good news. Once your unit is rented out, these are mafan. Once the unit you want to stay within is horrible. So to me, like a day, I get like 12 to 15 WhatsApp asking, "Hi boss, we have ready tenants from China, from Taiwan, from Hong Kong willing to pay this for your unit. Is your unit available for rent?" This one, why they keep sending? Because it works. That's why it keeps sending. Can you punish them for it? Everybody then say, "Oh, I want sick only ma." Then that's a trait on my Instagram for this entire conversation. Agents think that this is not breach of data, which is the weirdest thing. Agents do not think that this is illegal. I would, if I want to be very stern about it, I would just print screen which company, which agency they are. I will just report that agency. Then if the agency license kena gantung because you bought benda macam ni, then only we can start changing laws. Unfortunately lah. So like then suddenly agents will be very careful when, hey, can you send me your registration number, the rent tag? From the rent tag, I know you are legit ma, and I also know your agency that you're attached with ma. Ban, revoke license if you breach. Then okay, then everybody will take it seriously. Before that happens, right? They will just harass us owners like nothing one lah. Nothing can do one lah. Aaron, can you do video on Mutiara Hilltop? Can. But too many lah, bro. I'm visiting average 2 to 3 projects per week now. Tak habis-habis, bro. Ivan Smith, can you share about using scaling up strategy? Do you do refinancing for every property? Used to. That was my plan. I refinanced 2 of my properties already. The limitation is now the new ruling of maximum 100,000 of maximum refinancing. So that kind of stopped the game for us lah. So for those who don't understand, let's say if I got property 1, property 2, then I hold them for 10 years already, there will be equity within as the property price keeps going up, right? So when I want to refinance, technically I can refinance 80% of the property price or market value. Okay. So let's say I buy 500,000, 10 years later, the property now 800,000. Technically, I got 300,000 built as equity. So if I want to refinance, I might owe the bank maybe 480,000 because I paid for 10 years already. 800,000, 80% of it is 640,000, which I can minus the 480,000. Technically, I can withdraw out 160,000 in equity. So I can use this 160,000, put into a new property, so I can buy. So although the third property onwards is 70% only, I can refinance here. I got 2 same property ma. So 160,000 here, 160,000 here, combined 320,000. I put as down payment for my third property. That was the game. But now maximum, no matter how much equity you build, maximum you can only withdraw out 100,000. So if I got like 6, if I got like 8, if I got like 10, right? Maximum also I can take 100,000 each. So it's a move to restrict speculation. It's to move to restrict property investors like us. too bad lah. So as a capitalist, it sucks. As a welfare person, hoping that every Malaysian has equal chance to buy property, then it's good, no? So which side you want me to stand? But of course, there are still other ways to go around investment lah. Any thoughts? Meng Jun asked on M Aurora. I did the review already. I uploaded it. M Aurora. The site is okay on actually, but just that you need to be within proximity. You need to know the place lah. You need to know the address. So please visit the site lah. WH asks Atera by Paramount for investment. For investment, okay. Sales progress now actually okay, very, very healthy by Paramount. I did a talk for them before. I didn't review Atera before. They just asked me, invite me for a talk. Now PJ no new launch really. Except Ayala Land one. No. Ava Land one. Ayala Land is their mother company. If they are selling above Atera, suddenly Atera feels cheap. Then with the launch of Aetus, I think Atera will move faster. If that makes sense. You get what I mean? Because now everyone thinks that Atera is expensive until a new player comes in. RHTN asks, do you typically we are 2 hours in already, my tongue also numb already. Typically go for MRTA or MLTA. I used to go ML for 2 of my properties, but I buy too many. Okay, this sounds like I'm bullshitting, but I cannot manage all paperwork for every one of my properties. So I just go MR for all. As long as my family is protected from that, it's more expensive. Also, I tak kisah. I just buy MR. Because if you have more than 2 property, technically you buy a life insurance which covers all the amount. That makes more sense compared to buying an ML. But then, I need to update here, update this policy, I just tie into the loan. Because now, the unfortunate reality is when you buy MR or ML from the loan agency or the loan person, they give you better rates. You want to buy your life insurance, can. Your interest rate will be higher, kan? So it's not even a conversation. I want lower interest rate. And let people earn some com, okay lah. Let them earn, no. Jared Law asks, my own stay in PJ, which place is more strategic? Bandar Utama, Mutiara Damansara, or TTDI? Bro, same road, bro. Those are also are the landed houses in this area worth the price? To me, sub-sale price is the most genuine one. If you just, a lot of people cannot accept this. That's the thing. Like, if you are old school from the location, you will not pay 1.5 million for a landed home in PJ1. Siao, 1.5 million. My relative just concluded they are moving in soon. They bought a semi-D single story in PJ. Lease left 40 over years only. Lease left 40 over years for 1.6 million. And this is a person who teach me real estate. So like, 1.6 million, I'm rolling for a luxury condo. Technically jendela, I can buy jendela. Last time I was doing launch time, not now. Now Xiaomi, no such thing. But I can buy jendela and I can rent out for a very handsome price. But they bought landed homes instead with 40 years left in their lease. Wow. Got demand one. So for own stay, right, that's why I don't comment a lot about own stay, because I don't know how much you make. I don't know where you work. I don't know your family members. I don't know what you like. But if it's for investment, there's a right and wrong. There's a best case, worst case scenario. But for own stay, I tak tahu, bro. Like if I buy a car like that, that's why I just shared. Hey, do you guys know I got a new car? So I shared that I got a new hybrid CRV. Wow, the amount of comments saying what an idiot I am. Why you didn't just go for EV? You don't know my pattern. What? Now my phone, I don't know, like my phone also dying already, right? I can't even manage my phone. You want me to manage a car that is battery? Cannot, ma. You get my point? So that's why I cannot answer, I can never and will not answer own stay questions, man. Because it's all personal preference. I rather travel the distance every day so my family get better quality life. That's what everybody in Seremban is saying. From a logical point of view, Xiaomei stay so far, why? But they like it. Okay, so now is time check, 12 o'clock sudah. Wow. But before we end, just let me say a few words. Thank you very much again for everyone who's online, right? 260 of you. Amazing stuff. And it's been a while since I last do this, so do let me know whether you guys like this or not. If like, then I can do this more often. Okay, like I promise I will make an announcement 1 hour before or 1 day before lah. Okay, if not like sudden, ta-da, come and scare people. But then there's this beauty about impromptu as well. So I free, I can just come up there and meet people. 有缘分我们就见面咯. Okay, if kita ada connectivity, we will meet each other lah. Then for a lot of physical events, there will be 3 to 4 physical events soon. If you guys don't want to see me live, want to see this in real life, then come and see me lah. But again, I'm not taking any of you for granted. I really, that's why I want to come back to YouTube strong. A lot of people thought that, okay, this is some frustration, not frustration, a lot of food for thought. A lot of people forget that I'm a YouTuber. A lot of people know me from Instagram, tapi tak tahu I ada YouTube channel. That's the weirdest thing. Sean, you should start YouTube. Like, pelik yo. But I'm still doing what I do, and that's only possible because of you guys. Wah, I jilat kau hari ni. So I really appreciate all of you for giving me the opportunity. So because of you all, that's why suddenly everybody wants to listen to me, wants to feature me on their official news channel or whatsoever, which is also something that I am reducing a lot. Before this, right, we were always like fascinated. Wow, Bernama asked me to go TV3 lah, 8TV lah, all the radio channel lah, all invite you to go and speak, right? But due to some very terrible experience, like they ambush you, suddenly give you questions out of like diplomatic question, ask you to take sides here, and then the editing is not on my side, it's on their side, right? I really don't know what they're going to publish, right? Wow, that one's stress. Then they charge money for their services, and then I get nothing one. So I thought like, now I want to stop doing all these free things, right? Might as well I spend the time hang out with you, right? Since free, then might as well we just borak mama lah. Yeah, so that's my take lah for now. And I'm sorry for everybody who I didn't answer the question, but we have been answering for 2 hours already. So hopefully I did some. Oh, so then some suggested use super comment. Oh, maybe there's a super comment where you pay 2 ringgit, so I answer your question. But then I all buy Milo ice pula. Saja ice kosong, now suddenly Milo ice dah. Okay, let me figure out how to do this, right? How? Start a poll. Oh, start a Q&A. Answer. Oh, okay. All the buttons also I first time see because this entire thing is new now, and everybody else have a team to help them do. I apa pun tak ada, orang pun tak ada. Okay. Okay, I see. Sean, something not related to property. Do you watch World Cup? No. Not even a match, bro. Okay, the weirdest thing is I didn't even know World Cup started until somebody asked me for money. Very sad actually. Yo, so like you think about it, right? Sean, buy stocks better or buy watch better, or buy property better or buy car better? We argue, right? Actually, right, no matter what you do, you're going to be better off than putting your money into alcohols, women, those prostitution, right? Those clubbing, KTV, all this kind of drugs, right? No matter how you do, right, it's either we are going to debate about who earns more only. But all this illegal betting, gambling, all this, yeah. That's why I don't watch. And I don't even want to pretend that I watch. A lot of people, well, I support this, I support that. You ask, right? Name the 6 players. They can't even name 3. They can name Ronaldo and Messi only. So nope, I don't watch. I tak watch. Basketball then I watch. Knicks won. Yep. So I see anything that I want to address. Proven actually asked, first property purchase to be landed or condo, buy or rent. Wow, bro. This one I can answer for an hour, bro. I think I got a lot of previous videos you can refer to. Okay. Then Daryl Lee, how much would you pay per square feet for the new SS15 project? The variable will be the student rental rates there. It's not going to be by million really. It's going to be by rental. So, hey Sean, I visited Onlace. In my opinion, Onlace seems a bit inflated and Bangsar Hill Park seems like a better deal. What do you think? Bangsar Hill Park and Onlace. Bangsar Hill Park, both. Have you been to site? You've been, right? So you visited Onlace. To me, deal is I don't know how much you are looking at. I don't know what's your entry price. To me, it's this, like, to me, both, right? Or if you want to buy Bangsar Hill Park, then buy lah. Then, like, if Bangsar Hill Park, right, Bangsar 38 makes more sense, bro. If Bangsar 38 makes more sense, right, Kaya makes more sense, bro. If Kaya makes more sense, right, Viva Park makes more sense, bro. We can keep the list going, So, like, I'm glad that you can ask this question, so you compare apple to apple, but then where's the end of line? You get my point? Okay, that is also why I did that series lah. So after Onlace, I covered Hill Park, then I covered Sequoia, I covered Inwood before I covered apa tu? The one Laurel, Laurel album cover. Then I cover Kaya, which is a new one. I cover Bangsar 38. I cover the one in Holiday Inn one. Apa tu? Moto Trader one. Yeah, you guys know lah, right? So also that is intentional. So I uncovered all that so you guys can really make a proper judgment. Looking into One Sepute. I want to go and see also One Sepute. I'm going soon. Instead, we'll be going in for the era of Papyrus for immediately moving. Wow. This one timeline is the determining factor. Why the rush? Because you're renting, is it? Primus. Okay. Oh, okay. The Han Xiang asks why you avoid student accommodation. Okay. Let Let me see. Oh, Peja also asked, can you give exit strategy advice? Okay. Okay, I think this is my two last question. Okay, why I avoid student accommodations? Why I avoid student accommodation is because of the very nature of the building accommodating high energy individuals away from their parents. So as a result, the building will go through high wear and tears for all common areas. Okay, we all been students before, and those are the times where we first found freedom. Suddenly nobody asks you to go and sleep, nobody asks you to go and clean up. You live how you want, and that's not a good thing for family buildings. As a result, the demand for rooms and space is very high. So this kind of building becomes very high in demand for investment purposes because the rental can cover installment easily. You'll make a lot of money. People will partition further for rooms. Depends whether you are in KL or Selangor, whether you can do or cannot do. But generally, rentals should be very high. But to me, it's this. It must be high because of the very high wear and tears. And I do think student accommodation projects are going to be like the Airbnb one, short-term investment. Short here means 7 years, 5 to 7 years. Once I get the keys, in 3 to 5 years time, I need to let go, need to thinking about letting go already. Because if not, the wear and tear is going to be too high where the repair fees keeps coming in. Your sinking fund really will use gao one, finish one. Imagine all the students, you just go to student accommodations during Friday, Saturday, Sundays. I dare you, go Sunday morning. It will be very easy. You can find pukes, you can find after effects of parties, and you look at the common areas. So with those individuals, those are normal, we all been there before, right? But families will not move in. Blue collars, white collars will not move in. So eventually it will only and forever will be for students, right? The only difference now is who owns the place or who owns the building. So it means the exit plan will only be another investor. That's all. So imagine this, if the student accommodation cannot break even in rent, right? No people will want to buy it. Get my point? So the only reason why anybody would want to buy a student accommodation is for the high rental returns. That's all. But you think about capital appreciation, go or not, is going to be driven by the rental rates, but there's not going to be a reason of capital appreciation where a couple really fall in love with the architecture and the view that it gets. That's why they want to build a family there. There's no such human being that want to move in voluntarily into a student accommodation one. No other buildings, man. You get my point? So now if you look into the existing old buildings around the area that is running or operating as student accommodation, go look at the lift, go look at the staircase, go look at the pool or the gym equipment. All got sticker out of order one. Hey, Brian Chiu, wow, you can pay me money one. Hey, wow, how? Wow, 190, Limau Ice. Oh, can give money one. Wow, thank you, Brian. Wow. Sayang you lo. Wow. Yeah, so that is sorted out for student accommodation. The other one is exit plan. Exit strategy for senior citizen who has multiple properties. My take was this. I will not sell any of my properties. Right? I will only refinance them until the revision of refinancing came in. So now, my goal, if I were to hit 20 million in real estate portfolio value, then I will stop. Almost there already. It's a good thing, right? But then suddenly I came across this missed opportunities or miss living opportunities. What's the difference between 10 million and 20 million? It's going to be just a number, right? But then last time I used to be still in this state where I want validity, I want validation from people. Wow, Sean, it's a true thing, right? But ultimately, people don't care. Who cares about how many properties you have? It's not like I hang around my neck. I got a lot of SPA also. No, so why you want like that, right? So I thought of I will bring them to my grave, part of it, because the insurance covers them. Then my kid will eventually inherit them. And that's the beauty of properties. If I want my kid to be, if I want to spoil my kid instantly, everything must be in cash. Suddenly, if he has 10 to 20 million in cash, gone case lah. Especially when he's 21, right? Gone lah, sure Lambo, Ferrari one, sure one. But if that 20 millions are in formats of properties, he needs to go find out where are they, what's the tenants will come kacau him, hey, where I bang in, or you don't chase me out suddenly. Then suddenly he knows that he needs to go and sell the property. He needs time to sell the property, needs to go through procedures. So suddenly the money will be retained a bit longer, and he will eventually grow up from there. You get my point? But if it's, I want to instantly like, oh, I want to 方便, I want to conveniently just pass down money, right? Just keep everything in cash, right? So it's more than just money. It's like, do you want the most effective way of transferring, or do you want the most disciplined way of transferring? Or should you even want to give it all? To me, I will just give some. I think by 60, should I say, don't know, but I don't want to promise, because earlier in my career, I said by 40 or 45, I will start hunting for my dream home. I'm like 3 years away from 40. So I need to start hunting for my dream home already, man. But then I feel I'm like 15 years away from my first property. So I'm halfway through my first property investment loan tenure already. And I feel younger than me then now. I'm younger, okay, not younger. I'm healthier, more energetic than the 10 years ago version of me. That's insane, because I take care of myself, of course. But that being said, by 60, a lot of things can happen. And maybe that time loan tenure can go up to 80 years old. As they push up retirement higher, technically loan number should also further up. Then suddenly my portfolio quadruple. Instead of 20 million, now suddenly it worth 30. So I just pass down 5 million to my kid. I love you. Then 25 million. Wow, then suddenly the Pateks lah, all the Zapex lah, all the thing about watches also I'm very excited already. But I don't like cars, so too bad. So let me make a proper video for that. Right? Let me make a proper video for that retirement. Such a good thing. Let me screenshot first. Let me break down the student accommodation. Let me break down the exit strategy. Terima kasih semua. Wah, terima kasih 100 yen. 100 yen berapa? 100 yen divided by 40. Right, divided by 40. I just came back. I just bought this. Anybody play Pikmin? This is my favorite game for now. For those who think that playing game is a waste of time, right? Go play this. It's like a project management game. Awesome game. This is a character within. Anyway, $2. 250. Thank you very much. So yeah, today I make 4 ringgit. Do I do this live? No. Am I live on this channel every day? No. I have a lot of properties to visit. I got like 12 properties within the list now. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody. How do I do a fan funding? So let me venture the space here a little bit. So, so there's a fan funding. So only people who pays money will show up in this message. Oh, yeah, I see. So people who pay me, then it will appear in a separate chat. Huh. Hey bro, walao, give me. Hey bro, I'm not asking for money. You guys stop giving me money. Hey, don't. Enough. No need to send me money. I appreciate it. Right? Don't give me money. I a lot of money. Don't you guys don't worry, okay? I no need. Okay, I'm just venturing. Okay. Let me moderate. Okay, so I think sudah lewat. Sudah now sekarang waktu berapa? 12:30 already. Okay, so I need to go back to editing. I will see you guys again. Thank you very much to 215 of you guys. I really love you all. That sounds a bit weird, but then I'm serious. Let me. So if I want to do this again, I will no sleep. Where I got sleep one? Sleep. If I want to do this again, I will post. Did you guys know this from Instagram or do you guys really memang from YouTube? Just asking also. Do you guys eventually see my video that this Joker live? That's why you. Oh, okay. Ivan is from YouTube. Oh, you guys need follow me Instagram Che. Kantoy. YouTube. Organic. Yeah lah. This one 缘分. We are meant to meet each other. IG and YouTube. Brother, you're the best lah, Jody. YouTube. Okay, so how YouTube I should put on YouTube more. Or YouTube maybe I should just stick to YouTube lah. June. And today I made 40 ringgit. Yay! Tomorrow breakfast kau team. But I attract like Pepco, I attract more people, right? Then I will not be able to answer everybody. Unless you guys want to start paying. Maybe I still don't know how to set, but maybe I go and learn. One question 5 ringgit ke, 2 ringgit ke, right? Okay lah. So good night everybody. Sleep. Tomorrow you guys need to go work. No lah, I also need to go work lah. Cakap orang. Okay, bye guys. Thank you very much. Bye.